Hi everybody, I'm Hal Weeks. Welcome back to part 2 of this little mini series about getting efficient in your practicing. First of all, let me start out by giving a big shout out to my patrons. Thank you for your commitment to this series and for your support of Stalking the Wild Autoharp. I literally could not do it, would not do it without you. So thank you so much. If you are interested in becoming a patron, you can go over to patreon.com/HalWeeks and you can chip in a few bucks a month and be part of the club. Thanks so much, guys. This episode is going to be about listing some of those things that I need when I practice and how to get them all in advance and corral them and perhaps even keep them corralled. And this is one of my personal goals for 2021. Hence, more efficient practice for me, for you. Okay, so last time I mentioned the concept of a gear kit. Now, this doesn't exist for me yet, but in making one, what I need to do is I need to gather up all these things that I need to have a practice session, or that I might need in a practice session, so that when I'm sitting here all strapped in with my Autoharp on and my fanny pack on, and I don't have to keep getting up to go get, to go find, to retrieve, to make myself something that I need. So I want it all here. And if you're like me, you might go through this as well. So I thought I would create at least a list and talk about some of these things. So if I leave anything out, let me know. What do you use? And you can put it right in the comments section to this video. First of all, the thing that goes into my gear kit would be my music and lyrics system, whatever that system is. And for me, it needs to be a system. Keeping track of the paper or the data that I look at when I'm learning new songs. Might be the lyrics on a sheet of paper with the chords. Might be more than that. Might actually be the music. Might be a music book. Whatever it is, I want it all together. So there's that. And we will discuss that in a further video down the road. Then all of those, or some of them, depending on the system, are going to need to be on a music stand. So I'm going to need my music stand. Now that can't go in the kit, but it can certainly be situated in this area. I prefer a more heavy-duty music stand than the little wire ones that fold up. You know the ones I'm talking about. They're adjustable, they fold out, they're wobbly, you get too much weight on them, they start tipping over or dropping things, or they blow over in the wind. I want something that's a little bit beefier than that for my practice area at least, so that I can sort of stack up different music books and maybe even my laptop computer folded backwards, or a tablet computer on the music stand so that I can see my music. Going on from that, I need a way to mark up my music or my lyric sheets, whether it's pen or pens or pencils. If it's digital, I need a method of making notes to myself for next time. And that needs to be here where I'm practicing, so that I don't have to go find one. Next, I need a strap. If I'm standing up practicing, if I'm sitting down, I need my fanny pack. We have not talked about this on Stalking the Wild Autoharp, and we will be in a future episode, but I wear a fanny pack around my middle and I put the Autoharp on it. It boosts it up about 4 inches so that it's at an appropriate height and I'm not slumping over it. I need that. I need it here where I'm playing so that I can just reach down and get it and I don't have to go gather it somewhere. Then seating. You need a good chair or a stool to sit on, whatever is comfortable for you. You don't want it to be too comfortable. You don't want to sit in your comfy chair and practice. You don't want to sit on the floor and practice. Next, lighting. I have a light that I turn on when I'm, is it plugged in? When I'm practicing. It's not plugged in right now. But I turn on that light when I'm practicing. It goes actually up there on the top of the bookcase. It can shine down. It can illuminate my music stand. It can illuminate the music on the piano. Whatever it is that I'm doing here, I can see. And lighting is important. Next, picks. How many kinds of picks do you use when you play? Doesn't matter how many you use. What kind you use doesn't matter. But you want them here when you play. And I want mine here when I play, so I want them within reach. Hence, in the gear kit. So that I don't have to go looking for them. I have them handy within reach when I sit down to practice. A tuner and a wrench. Both of them are called tuners. An electronic tuner might be in your phone, might be a separate dedicated electronic tuner, might be a Snark, might be a Casio. Doesn't matter what you use, but you're going to want it, and you're going to want it here when you practice. And you're going to want your wrenches. If you have a fine tuner system, your fine tuner wrench, and you're going to want your big tuner for the tuning pegs so that you can tune before you practice. And you're going to want them here when you play. Glasses. How about that one? You're going to want to be able to see. If your music stand is a certain distance, you're going to want those middle distance glasses handy. Or if you can see, what about your buttons? Do you need to see your buttons when you play? If so, you're going to want appropriate glasses. This is more of an issue as we get older, of course, but you're going to need them. Why not have a dedicated pair for your practice area that just stays here while you practice? I know I keep saying that, but this stuff drives me crazy. Having to get up and go look for everything I need. And speaking of glasses, you're going to want a beverage. You're going to want to stay hydrated. You're going to want your beverage handy, preferably water, because that's the one that everybody says. I know a couple of people who like a good glass of whiskey handy. That's okay too. But you want it handy so that you don't have to go get it. So put it on your list. You're also going to want, at some times, an audio recorder so that you can listen to what you're doing. And it can just be an app in your phone, again, so that you can set it down a few feet away, having a recorder handy. It seems obvious, but a lot of people don't do it. But in practicing, this is a hugely influential and helpful practice to do occasionally so that you can check in what you sound like. Also, and this one, you can go one way or the other with it, some way to watch yourself practice. You don't want to do this all the time, probably, but a mirror can be very helpful for you to check your posture, to catch certain mannerisms that you may do while you sing that you're not aware of, or while you play, or you might see a weird angle to your body. Hey, I didn't realize I was doing that. A mirror can help. Or you can also just turn a camera on yourself with a video screen, like on your computer, or you can record yourself and then watch yourself play, just so that you get that visual feedback of how you are when you're playing. Lastly, other instruments. Do you play other instruments? It's a good idea. It'll give your body a different angle, different break. If you play other instruments, it's always easier to play a second instrument than the first one. But if you play other instruments, I'm messing around with the dulcimers. I have a ukulele down here. I have Native American flutes that I play. I've got drums, other instruments. My harmonicas now. I'm doing this with the Autoharp. Harmonicas, my rack for the harmonica. Have them handy, have them within reach, and then whatever you need for those instruments, you're going to need also as well. And so add those to your list. So you've got a gear list, and you've got the gear itself. And you've checked your list and made sure it's all together. And then, and this is what I'm thinking about doing this year, find some way to corral it and keep it and store it near your practice area so it's at least within arm's reach. If it's not all in one bag or one box, that's fine. But, if you need little drawers or cubbies or cabinets, so that it's handy, so that you can grab it, that will optimize your practice time so that everything is together and there are fewer distractions to distract you. So there you have it. That's my idea for a gear list. What's on yours? What do you need to practice? Leave me some comments and add to my list. Subtract from my list. Hey, you don't need this if you got this. I'd love to hear that. So thanks for tuning in. This was number 2 in this series. As I said, I've got about 4 coming up about this whole practice, this practice of practicing and playing so that you can have more fun, more efficiently, and meet your 2021 goals. So there you go. I'm Hal Weeks. Thanks for watching Stalking the Wild Autoharp, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.